and how AI is is not only driving the entire research system, rather the future is something it is going to be. I mean to say, we are going to face all those things, and there are so many positive approaches are there. So we have to make ourselves fit for that, because there is no such reverse gear that again will be starting from the grassroots manual and all those things. It has become obsolete now. So with this, I'll be starting my presentation. So you see what has happened, what is happening internationally. I am going to tell to you. In 2021, AI adoption expanded beyond computer science into medicine, engineering, social sciences, and business research. It was through a bibliometric analysis of 137 million peer-reviewed publications found AI-related research spread to over 98% of research fields, demonstrating AI's multidisciplinary reach. So if this is happening, we just I have taken 5 years, 6 years information here. So you may go to 2022. 2022, what has happened? AI assisted writing literature review became mainstream. So what has happened? Publisher began issuing formal guidance on responsible use of AI for manuscript preparation and peer review. What has happened in 2023? 2023, generative AI means language model transform research workflows very efficiently. So the researchers increasingly used AI for literature searching, summarization, coding, language editing, reference management, and hypothesis generation. What has happened in 2024? In 2024, universities and publishers develop AI governance framework. What is that exactly? We are under the governance framework. What is that? International publishers introduce, disclose requirements of AI. Universities issued policies governing ethical AI use in research. So a framework started developing. Then what has happened in 2025? In 2025, AI became a routine research assistant worldwide. A survey was made. Nearly 5,000 researchers from 70 countries found AI used for manuscript preparation, grant writing, peer review, and it is going to expected to become widely accepted within 2 years. The framework will be developed. You see, AI has transformed our research. AI process assist in literature review, and academic writing can be improved by the help of or by taking the assistance of artificial intelligence. And you see the magic of artificial intelligence, it is going to make the referencing section is very easy, and automatically that can be done also. And you see data analysis, starting from data analysis, statistical support, language transition or transformation, or kind of like your like prediction research trends, everything worldwide started accepting all those things. And 2026, what has happened? AI is increasingly embedded in peer review and research assessments. What is that exactly? It is known as a frontier survey. I mean to say, an example, a frontier survey covering 100, 600 researcher across 111 countries, 111 countries found that more than 50% had already used AI while conducting their peer review. So if at all this is the statistics, ourselves. There is nothing that you will avoid all those things and you will be writing paper without taking the help. You take the help, you take the assistance, AI assistance for bibliometric, for other purposes, and for your research purposes, transforming your research could be transformed. And apart from that, in other sectors like healthcare sector and other sector, they have adopted AI like anything. And apart from that, the next is we were traditionally working without taking the help of AI. We were making the data entry, we are reporting, we are scheduling, we are screening, we are predicting, we are very much predictive analysis also we were given. But AI enabled work made it very systematic. You see, data entry, automated processing system we can develop, reporting, AI generate output we can take, scheduling, we can take AI assisted coordination, and screening, we can go for AI operated screening system, and predictive analysis, I mean to say the result you are going to predict or the gap you have identified and you have worked on that analyzing the existing gap. So the predictive analysis is very, very, I mean to say, done by different models of AI, patterns. Apart from that, how it affects when we were making the data entry and shifted to automated processing, the decision making affected. I mean to say, became easy. You were struggling to make the decision throughout the day, throughout the week. You could not be landed at the, I mean to say, proper decision. So decision making became very easy. So it helps us. We can write number of papers, we can write number of research, we can do. And when AI generated output is there, so business insight, you see, whatever we are doing for the society, social development. So the business insights could be developed because more deeply we can go to the research and we can analyze there. And the next is AI assisted coordination, scheduling. It is nothing but relationship, customer relationship management has become easy. If at all you are taking a research, you are doing research in this, I mean to say, domain, for example, human resource management, you are doing research. So how you will focus on that? That I am telling. And screening, you see, talent assessment could be done very easily by artificial intelligence. It is not required that you will be asking so many questions and somebody will be given many answers. It is not like this. It can be, there is a pattern. From there we can study. And strategic decision is very, very, I mean to say, important and very much conducive and very much helpful if at all we are going to use AI data models for predictive analysis, because we have to see how the business will run, how the venture will prosper, how the resources could be managed, how renewable energy could be generated, how, I mean to say, the entire resources could be sustainably used. So these are the predictive kind of things. So this decision will be very, very easy, and uh, because of AI augments people, and you remember, it will never replace the brain of a scholar. It is not going to replace the capability of professionals. And you know very well that there is nowadays everybody they are trying to learn. You see, everybody now they are learning AI, data analytics, digital tools, automation, cyber security, cloud platforms. These are the technical skills. And with the technical skills, how the human skills could be blended. That should be the most important area of learning, of developing ourselves. Critical thinking, you see, we are human beings. So in this world, only we are having a power for critical thinking. Our brain is exercising on that. We are very much acquainted with creativity, leadership, emotional intelligence, collaboration, solving, and adaptability. Adaptability is very, very important because we are going to adapt a new system. I mean to say, we have entered into a new era. So, in this way, if at all we'll think, so learning agility becomes the most valuable competency, and pulling other technical and human skills into alignment. It is seen. We are also aligning our ability, adaptability, looking into the artificial intelligence and other automations available. So we must align our research in that way. Then only we can proceed. So you see, there are many steps are there. You see, immediate, if at all, will tell a person to adopt artificial intelligence and make a person skilled. It may not possible, because you know very well, whatever I told you, I have taken example of human resource over here. So what is the slogan of human resource? New HR mission. Build organizational capability, not just manpower. We have to build the organizational capability. How the organizational capability will be developed? When every tools, mechanisms, and other facilities would be available within the reach of the employees. Means you are working as a researcher. Your institute, your university must provide the basic facilities, including plagiarism check, AI check, and training programs. So make a sense. So we can upgrade our skills. So from people management to capability management, there are five ladders. One is skill mapping. We must map our skill, what is going to happen within 5 years. After 5 years, what will happen? You see, after 5 years, it will happen that if at all you are searching about anybody, his information or her information will be available technically in the AI platforms that development is going on. So when you are recruiting a person, it is not required to make a very lengthy personal discussion. It requires only interaction for a few minutes because you know about his background or our background. So we must see how future skill mapping could be possible. Future skill mapping is possible because of continuous alignment with artificial intelligence as a researcher. Will align. So initially ChatGPT came. We started, it is a kind of like a very gold mine. We can see all those things. Also, ChatGPT has its own limitations. They are also upgrading, looking into your queries, looking into your requirements. So always we need for continuous learning culture in any organization. Continuous learning culture. Every time there must be symposium, there must be conference, there must be interactions, there must be FDPs, there must be writings, how to develop research writing skills. So if continuously those training culture could be developed in an organization, then only you will equip yourself. And always it has been said that peer learning, friend will teach a friend will become a scholar or a student for a friend. So internal talent mobility is very, very important. When we are doing research, you remember that internal talent mobility is very, 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 very important. And the next ladder stage is AI-enabled performance management. So when we are discussing about AI enabled performance management, we must see that the performance management, how much hour you are spending for your research. It is how much productivity you could be able to generate with AI enabled. Because AI enabled will reduce the time, it will reduce the effort, it will reduce money also. Most three important resources that is going to reduce. And we need in our organization, in our university, in our uh, 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 center, that responsible AI governance is important. Responsible AI governance. What is responsible AI governance? You know it very well. It is about the how judiciously you are using AI, and the AI will, will become a kind of partner with you. Then only we can develop the management capability. Management capability means the organization the entire organization will grow. When organization will grow, people will grow. So in that way, side by side, that will be made. So there is a allied framework. How continuously capacity building, like today we are conducting one international conference. It is a capacity building program. You can take it as a elixir. It will add value to your system. So you see, as I told you, I have taken a theme on HR. So there is a formula of AI allied. So AILED. So A stands for access current skill. Current skill, whenever you are recruiting the person, you see the baseline of the organization. If the baseline of the organization is not met by any scholar, I mean to say, I am telling ki in future the recruitment will be done like this. So you access the current skill, I mean to say, the current uh, skill, the baseline of the organization. And second is identify the pinpoint future skill gap. Pinpoint. You may target anything else, but pinpoint. And learn, deploy structured, upskill, reskill, build the breeze. Breeze, one side is your upskill and reskilling. Alignment to be there. And you must enable with AI learning platforms. Support the learners, support the scholars inside the organization. And D stands for development. Development is possible when will take a very sustainable momentum. Sustainable momentum or sustain the momentum is possible when we have a continuous learning culture. Right? Learning is not now confined within a classroom. It is confined in a very broad way because earlier learning was one-sided. What teacher was teaching, the students were listening. But nowadays, the entire learning system has been changed. It has become a open learning system. And what we are expecting? We are expecting a very faster discovery, deeper analysis, improved writing quality, more informed scientific decision making, and future research belongs to the researcher who can effectively integrate AI and critical thinking. If AI and critical thinking could be aligned properly, that person, that researcher will become one of the domain expertise and is going to follow the research ethics. And you see, as I told you, we need a very critically operated environment. I mean to say AI assisted critical thinking alignment we are talking. So we must have technical focus as well as we must have human AI collaboration focus. So in an organization, how will distinguish those two? We need AI for production purposes. We need AI prompt engineers. I mean to say for operating any organization. We need automation consultant. We need AI trainers We need people analytics specialist. So ये सब होने के after this, what is happening? So we need human AI collaboration focus. After technical focus, we should not ignore human AI collaboration. We need a responsible AI researcher or manager. We need AI compliance system. We need designer, because you see, every time the digital learning system is coming with some new models, some new trends. So we need all those things must be human AI collaboration focus. And here the future market means society is based on human capability augmented by artificial intelligence. And future leadership is depends upon how a person is going to align artificial intelligence with human capability. AI will transform every role, but it will not replace humans. I am telling you. The organizations that succeed will those that continuously develop their people by facilitating artificial intelligence and equip them to learn. Humans who are researchers who effectively use AI will outperform those who do not. Means if a person is not using AI, he will be in the last bench. He will lag behind the objectives. So, a powerful system, I mean to say, uh, the powerful future of research is very much belongs to invest not only in technology but in capability of their people. And capability is not individually you will be struggling. There must be a systematic approach to access all those things easily. If you will be struggling every day, so it is difficult on your part to, I mean to say, time it will go, it will take much time. So we need the researchers' capability to be increased by developing or by adapting, because adaptability is the most important aspect. We have already adapted, entire globe has adapted. So we need how we can accelerate our writing process, our thought process, our critical thinkings for writing a manuscript, for writing the thesis, for writing any article. So there will be a scientific discovery. If at all we are not using AI, scientific discovery will be taking much time. And you know very well, AI can tell you the unexplored area. If at all you will give the task to artificial intelligence, I am writing such and such paper. You give me the unexplored or please identify the unexplored area for my topic. So in academic style, if at all you will be asking, you will be getting so many, I mean to say, gaps. You have to ask academically. So with this, thank you very much, Eduskia Research University, for giving me this beautiful opportunity to share my views and the future researcher manpower is going to be reskilled and going to be think about what is going to be happen very, very soon. Within 5 years, everything will be changed. Next 5 years is the emerging and shifting era I am telling to you. Everything will be changed. Adaptability is the only single word. We have to adapt ourselves. Nothing. We have to follow this system. So thank you very much, Etuskia Research University, for giving me this opportunity. And I am very much indeed happy to share my views. Over to Professor Rudraj Saikiaji. Namaste.